I want to talk about this one. This story came out from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Good day, mate.
Oi, I hope you got a license for that.
The gender pay gap won't budge as long as we keep talking about merit. Happy Equal Pay Day. That was today. Ooh, we have a video. This makes us even better so we can make fun of this lady's haircut. Hold on.
Why would I make fun of such a handsome haircut?
What a handsome woman.
To the difference in earnings between what is the gender pay gap?
I don't like the fact that
gap
she's got
refers to the
hair like
difference
one of
in
the Jonas Brothers.
And not even the hot one.
Seriously. Fucking Nick Jonas playing a fucking shitty guitar solo over here.
All right, let's see what Dr. Elizabeth Hill
Doctor
has
of
to
what, though? Of
social
and
political
sciences.
science.
Fucking drop dead, you useless bag of bones.
So she's not a doctor, you saying?
No.
Would you say that Dr. Dre is a more credible doctor than her?
I don't like her brown buck teeth either.
Yeah, their dentists there aren't great, huh?
Oh, my God.
Earnings between women and men.
Oh,
it's calculated using the Australian Bureau of Statistics average weekly full-time earnings data. How big is the gender pay gap in Australia?
It's pretty large for all of us. For all of us rug munchers down here in in Australia, down under, if you will.
Tastes just like Vegemite.
Down with all you cis scum.
Oh my God! You know, in all this time, in all this hullabaloo in America, I never really thought of what a fucking crazy liberal would sound like in Australia. I never thought that it would be
I'm going to go to the old local park there and paint. I'm going to take my shirt off and I'm going to write "Still not asking for it."
I'm sorry, but I can't take anything you say seriously.
I'm going to dye me armpit hair blue.
Oh, are you? That's great.
Crikey.
Now say trip on the Barbie.
Look at me handsome haircut. It's so handsome, isn't it? I look like one of the Jonas Brothers, I do. You know what that woman needs? She needs a deep Aboriginal dicking. That's what she needs. Fucking loosen her up a little bit. Just get some nice fucking...
Shove a didgeridoo up there.
She needs a fucking good savage Aboriginal dicking out in the fucking whatever they call it.
Oh fuck.
The outback. Fucking hate this woman. Oh, I take it back, Josh Fudge Packer, whatever the fuck your name was in the first half. We have a new nominee, a first ballot Hall of Fame candidate for most punchable
I
face.
just wish we would make up for her brother in Oasis, you know? Like, I really think that would help the band.
Oh, my God. She's like literally the only non-burn victim I've ever seen who looks like a burn victim.
And can we talk about her fucking church collar? What is she wearing? Look at her. She looks like she's the lead singer of AC/DC.
She looks like she's about to sit down and eat with the Indians. Yeah. Fucking get a hat with a buckle on it. Cover up that mop, you dumb bitch. Fucking enough of Dr. Elizabeth Hill. I've had it with this woman already.
Oh, fuck. Fucking Floyd Christmas haircut over here.
Women earn less than men, and sometimes people wonder about that. I say it's because women are worth less than men. What about workplace fatalities, which men lead by 95%, you dumb whore?
Play a little bit more here.
The difference in earnings between women and men. It's calculated using Australian Bureau of Statistics average weekly full-time earnings data.
You know what? I'm so sorry, fucking doctor of political and social sciences, that you don't make as much as an actual medical doctor.
It's not our fault.
Fucking asshole.
That's not our fault.
You could have went to school for 8 years and actually earned a living, but instead you wanted to go to school for 8 years and talk down to everybody. And guess what? There's an abundance of smarmy, short-haired, stiff cunts talking down to people. It's a buyer's market for stupid, fucking self-indulgent cunts like yourself.
Go to college.
Holy shit. You know what you should have been? A fucking plane, a boat mechanic. You would have made more than you would as a fucking doctor of political agenda. Oh, I'm a doctor, eh? Pip, pip, cheerio. Have you paid your Australia tax? Hey, did you know DLC costs about 3 times as much here? Why don't you talk about the real crimes in Australia?
Wow, you went deep into Australian culture, by the way. That any Australian listener will... I know what you're talking about, but Either only nerds or people in Australia will understand what you're
Literally, in Australia, for those of you that don't know,
Yeah.
they have what's called the Australia tax. It's not an actual tax. It's just that being in the middle of nowhere on that little convict island, it costs a lot to ship goods and shit there. That makes sense. Fine, whatever. But these greedy cunts have been applying the Australia tax to everything. So now as we move into a digital age where you download, stream things, get fucking video games, whatever, they still charge you like fucking twice as much for things. And even Australians are like, oi, it's not fair. I'm just downloading it.
Some price differences can be as much as 88%. According to...
Oi, I want the new maps for me Call of Duty game.
The cost of an Adobe System Creative 6 Master Suite, which you download, this is not for the actual copy, is much higher in the United States equivalent, retailing at $4,334 versus $2,500 in the U.S.
Yeah, but to be fair, I can justify that. That's just because none of us in America want Australians making movies or music anymore.
That's
You're
fair.
terrible
We've
at it.
seen Crocodile Dundee.
We've seen Paul Hogan in just about anything you can do. We're done.
We could barely put up with Hulk Hogan. I mean,
Serious.
give us a break here. What do you want?
Let me tell you something about the gender gap, dude.
I would pay anything.
Women are earning less than 28% than men, brother. Just fucking Hogan's trying to rehab his image and go full SJW just so they'll put him back in the Hall of Fame.
That'd be amazing.
Let me tell you something, brother. I got a lot of black friends, dude. Booker T calls me twice a week, brother.
A little more about the gender pay gap that's totally real and not made up.
The gender pay gap in Australia. For the past 2 decades, the gender pay gap has been stuck between 15 and 19%. In early 2017...
Well, hey,
it
at
was
least it's
16
not going up. So that's good.
Also, another thing, man, but can we get a man to explain this to me? That would be wonderful.
Yeah, can I have somebody that I would actually respect explain this to me in a way that's clear?
Listen, can a man please come in here and explain? Excuse me, sir. Your daughter seems to have taken over your video.
Can I talk to your boss?
Yes.
Do you have a boss?
Is your daddy home?
Oh my God! Could you get a man to explain this to me?
Please, I'm trying to understand this. So it's
I hate this woman so much.
she's the fucking worst.
Oh God! Hey, could you do me a favor? I mean, I like your message and everything. Could you get someone a little less cunty?
Is there anybody back there that has a penis? Please.
Could you get somebody that's not on their period? Bro, you want to shut down any director of gender and political studies? Go, well, you know what? You're on your period right now, probably. It's probably why you're being so cunty. And just stop whining.
All right, let's
Although
go.
a lot of people don't account for things like paid maternity leave and other such benefits that only women get.
Like winning 90% of divorce settlements.
Yeah, like never going to go to the White House, though. You girls blew it.
What everybody did wrong. Hillary Clinton.
So many women voted for Trump.
It's a ridiculous amount of women.
You don't listen, women. Let's get something straight. And this is why everybody's talking that shit about that new Lord of the Flies remake with all women.
Oh my God.
They're like, women would never do that. Yes, they would. They're cunts and they all hate each other. I have never gotten 4 women in a room and had more than 2 of them maybe get along for like an hour before they hate each other.
Dude,
Women are the only people that see a new girl at work and go, who's this bitch? Like before even knowing them. And you're like, you fucking relax.
you know, yeah, the Lord of the Flies thing is making it all female, you lose the whole point of the movie.
Yeah, but they're
Of
saving
the book, excuse me, and the movie.
Yeah, but you know what? They wanted to make it an all-female remake because they wanted to save 15 to 19% on the fucking labor costs.
All right, well, that's fair. That's fair.
No, Robin Wright Penn, you're never going to make as much as Kevin Spacey on House of Cards. You're not. Enough of you.
Here's what would really happen. None of them would have the balls to kill the pig, and they would starve and die. All right, there you go. Lord of the Flies.
Ew.
I don't want it. Oh, my God. I can't look at it.
It's so hilarious. Like, men, dude, if we're hungry, if we're starving, we'll
Yeah.
eat fucking
You have
bugs.
no idea.
We'll eat fish fresh out of the, like, without even cooking it if we have to. We don't fuck around. We'll eat. Women will die.
Well, this also goes out to, you know, there's an Ocean's 11 reboot coming out that's all women, and it's becoming ridiculous, you know?
That's kind of weird. Is Eric Roberts going to play the love interest in this one? Kind of flipping around? See?
It's actually called Ocean's 8.
Oh, okay. It should be fucking... I got nothing.
Ocean's 8's first look with fierce all-female cast, including Rihanna, Sandra Bullock, and Kate Blanchett.
Sounds like it's going to be
Now,
a groovy time.
To quote Kimmy Schmidt, is Kate Blanchett good or is she just tall?
I bet Rihanna and Kate Blanchett are going to really have that fucking Clooney Brad Pitt chemistry. The balls on you.
I'm already riveted thinking about miscongeniality making another movie.
The miscongeniality too, the congenialitying.
Oh my God. Wow, what an interracial group of people hanging out together. Hold on, I'm sorry, lady, but we were
Oi, but what about me what about me wage gap?
All right, let's finish the wage gap.
I'm not finished. I'm a woman and I deserve respect.
The average full-time weekly earnings of women was 16% lower than that of men. That's about $260 less each week, and that's just the average. There are big differences in the gender pay gap across industry groups. The smallest is a 7% gap for employees in public administration and safety, those working in jobs like local government or the police
Pause it
force.
again. I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm 34 years old. I've had issues in the past with drinking and drugs and cigarettes and all kinds of unhealthy habits. Why would I take advice from an alleged doctor who has worse teeth than I do? Why would I do that? You don't even take care of your own mouth. Why would I give a fuck what comes out of it?
She's a doctor of social...
Oi, I'm a doctor of sociology and politics.
Even fake doctors like dentists fix their teeth.
That's what I'm saying. You were doing a YouTube video. You could have at least used some whitening strips. I've done that before in a pinch. Christ
But
almighty.
in financial and insurance services, the gap widens to 31%. The gender pay gap also differs between public and
I'd like to
private
fucking
sector
widen her
employment.
gap with a fucking fire axe. Fuck asshole.
Women in the
Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm just mad at these women.
private sector face a much bigger gender gap than those who work in the public sector. Inequality varies across occupations too. Australian Tax Office data shows some of the biggest pay gaps are between women and men employed as barristers, financial traders, and surgeons.
A female surgeon?
Come on. Now
Come
you're just
on,
being
man.
stupid. Now the whole thing is just...
Let's
this
not
whole
make
thing
up
is
things.
suspect now.
Listen to this.
There's no such thing as real lady doctors.
Come on.
We know that.
We just give you those titles so you feel like you're part of the group. What do you want from us?
Fucking dick doctor.
So why is there a gender pay gap? In Australia, women and men tend to congregate in different types of occupations. Women dominate
You know
retail,
what it is? I'll put it this way.
education,
All right.
health.
I'm gonna make this very clear. Why do women earn less than men? Because men are more fun and pleasurable to be around. You're terrible to be around, women. Nobody has ever in any office across America been like, hey, have you met the new HR girl, Susan? And everybody's like, oh, I'm excited. And everybody's like, oh, I bet Susan's going to be offended by something within a week. Dumb bitch. Nobody's ever, literally all, you know how much money gets lost in litigation in this country because women don't feel comfortable around their bosses? Like, fucking enough of you. Why don't they add all the money from all the goddamn EEOC lawsuits that women win against their boss? Or all the fucking times that, these cleaning lady fucking, sue their boss because he made her
Or
pregnant.
let's Arnold Schwarzenegger impregnate them.
Fucking bag of shit.
Care and social service jobs. These have been traditionally viewed as low-skilled and attract much lower wages than male-dominated jobs that are defined as skilled. Jobs like
That's
mining
because men are skilled. I don't know whether any other explanation of that. I don't know a lot of female oil drillers. I've seen Armageddon.
Yeah, that's my point. Why are there no women fighting for equality and hanging drywall or working and as a roofer? Like that's a big. There's not a lot of women there. We'll go through that.
Here's a statistic you may not know, but 99% of roofers are men.
Yeah.
Because they're doing men work.
Yeah, in brown.
engineering. So there's an important link between occupational segregation on one hand and
Dude,
the
either
undervalued-
open a button or wear a tie. But
Yeah,
don't fucking, you know what I mean? Something, a bow tie, a bolo tie. I don't give a shit. But you look, by the way, any dressing tips out there for anybody listening? If you button your shirt up all the way and you're not wearing a tie or anything, you look like a fucking asshole. You will always look, you look like, basically you look like a Mexican. I'm going to look to see if you're wearing snakeskin boots also. just loosen it up.
It
a
looks
little
like
bit.
she just stopped getting dressed.
Dude, even the lesbians in her dating circle are like, ugh,
What are you doing?
fucking joyless hen.
Assuming
she's a
feminized work on the
homosexual.
other. Women also tend to be concentrated in lower level jobs in frontline services, where incomes are less than those paid to managers and executives, positions that are disproportionately dominated by men.
Look at the words that they use. Dominated by men. No. There's a reason for that. Women tend to go for, and I don't want to get fired from Google here, but women tend to go for certain positions. And believe it or not, as much as you don't want to hear it, some women decide, you know what, I want to work a little bit, but I'd rather stay home. Some women, after they have a kid, they decide, I don't want to go back to work. I don't need to. My husband's making money. I want to stay home and raise the kid. Like a lot of people were raised and turned out fine, you know?
Everybody thinks that we're living in this like fucking like a special episode of The Simpsons where you know Lisa Simpson wants to be something and everybody's like, but you're a girl, ha ha ha. It's not how the world works. Any woman can go into anywhere, and if you're good, you'll get it. You're probably more likely to get the goddamn job than I am.
Well, something else that I was thinking of, it's a little funny. It's like they're cheering this now. We need more women working. It's like, do you understand that like in the 50s, you know, men would be the only ones working and women didn't have to work? The underlying problem is that our society is degraded now to where both people need to work and cannot stay home with their children to stay alive.
But this all, and it also goes to my earlier point, which is women don't like or respect other women.
Absolutely
You wonder
not.
why women are in all the frontline jobs, because women cannot manage other women.
Yep.
I work for a woman boss at my job. She is one. I've been working in and out of strip clubs for like 12 years. She is one of 3 women I've met in 12 years that can manage other women effectively. Most of the time, women will not listen to another woman. Women wouldn't even vote for a woman this time.
Nope.
You did not have nearly the level of cohesiveness that the black community had when Barack Obama was being elected. You guys need a little more tribalism. You guys need to stick together, but this fucking, you don't. You can't. You're physically, scientifically incapable of liking or respecting one another.
If anybody tells you ever that, oh my God, me and my girlfriends, we have no drama, couple things. You're the bitch they're talking about all the time. Number 2, there's no such fucking thing. In the history of women, every woman I've ever met, I'm not even saying from my experience, oh, you misogynist. Every woman I've ever met's like, how come we have a lot of girlfriends? I can't. It's too much drama. I just don't want to. It's like you understand that you're trying to get a bunch of people together that could only unite when they have to go to the bathroom, and that's not a solid.
And
foundation.
even then, it's only so they can go in the bathroom and bash the shit out of another woman in that place.
Exactly.
You guys have no cohesiveness. You don't like or respect each other. Every woman in the feminist movement, they're not sticking up for women. They're bitching because they're unhappy. They're all about themselves. You guys will never, ever be able to stick together the way men do. It's men sort of act like the way the right does, where we have basic inherent truths that we agree on. We don't have to like each other. If you're at fucking work, that's the other thing. Women always have a fucking plan B. There's always a way out for a woman. Have you ever met really, like, besides 1 or 2 toothless meth hags, have you ever really met any homeless women?
Rarely.
Or
Rarely.
or destitute women that don't have some kind of major drug problem or something? Like, no, because somebody will always go, duh.
Yeah.
Oh, poor lady out on her own like this. Oh, I can't have you out there. You go, guys listening, you go fucking be homeless for a day. Ask for a place to crash. See how quickly people are like, fuck out of here, loser.
I can't. Yeah, sorry.
They do the tooth sucking. Yeah, here's the thing, though. You women are just, you're never going to get ahead because you're
It's true.
garbage to each other.
You know, and the reason I think men can do that is because we have this sort of weird thing where we solve our problems immediately as soon as like
with our fists, like normal people.
Here's an example. I have had fist fights with friends, and the next day we go, hey man, I was drunk. It's all right, man. So was I. We're cool, and that's
We
it.
cool?
And like, by the way, it's an actual we're cool. It's not like we're not actually like, oh no, we're fine. Then we still talk shit. No, we're like, hey, whatever, it's fine.
It's like the scene at the end of Pulp Fiction. Like, we cool. Yeah, we cool. Don't keep your ass out of LA though. I guess
Exactly.
we're cool, but just get the fuck out of here. Like, all right, we're cool.
I'll call you in a week when we cool off. And I think it's like these are things they don't want to discuss, and that's because the whole logic falls apart. Is like I'm a man trapped in a woman's body, but there's also no men and women brain. There's no difference. Like, how can it be both?
Anytime I hear that, like, oh, I'm a man, but I'm trapped in a woman's body. I wish you were trapped under the gearbox of a Dodge Challenger. Fucking piece of shit.
Oh, that's hilarious. How do you know it was stick shift though?
Oh man, well, I got some friends.
I see. That's fair. That's fair.
I may have some friends that were taking pictures from inside the car. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Maybe
kidding.
driving it.
I'm joking, FG. I'm joking, FBI. Just kidding.
And this has a really big impact on the gender pay gap. And even when women are in CEO and other key management jobs,
they decide not to wear ties.
Earn less than men in similar positions. On average, almost 27% less.
By the way, Sandy Duncan is not doing good.
It's really bad.
A contributing factor to the gender pay gap is that women do far more unpaid domestic work than men, especially if they're mothers. Gender inequality in unpaid
Whoa. Did you just fucking say that being a mother is a job?
Want to hear it again?
You piece of shit. Yes.
Especially if they're mothers. Gender inequality, on
sorry.
average, almost 27% less. Another contributing factor to the gender pay gap is that women do far more unpaid domestic work than men, especially if they're mothers.
Okay, listen here, you self-righteous cunt. And I'm going to do it in your accent, so maybe you'll understand a little better. Listen, you fucking dumb bitch. That is not a job. You chose to be a mother. You chose to be a wife. There is this war on traditionalism. And Dave Martell, he called in earlier from the Mad American Network. Boom! Second plug in the second hour for you.
Good plug.
But no, he was even saying it's Marxist, socialist programming. They want to break down the family unit. They want to turn people away from God. And whether or not you're a religious man or not, you don't have to believe in any particular religion. But it's been proven that traditionalists, duty, family, religion, these are things that inoculate you a little bit from Marxist socialism. So they want to get people away from that. So they've done this thing, and they've been doing this for a while now. When this is the first time I've heard the argument that mothers, it's unpaid work. They're trying to create as many incentives to not be married, to not start families.
Right.
They want women out. I've never met a woman in a pantsuit who's fucking happy on the inside in their 40s. It might work when you're younger and you're ambitious. Right. You're going to get older and eventually your womb's going to start drying up and you're going to be like, God damn, I didn't proliferate. And that's what's happening. Women are miserable. And this shit here, they're trying to be like, oh, well, I'm miserable in my pantsuit. I want to make sure nobody else ever gets married. You self-righteous cunt, man. Fuck you, Dr. Elizabeth King, whatever the fuck your last name. Oh, I'm so mad. You pilgrim dressing, Nick Jonas hair, motherfucker.
Another contributing factor to the
These
gender
people
pay
are
gap
hurting
is that
like the
far more
world
unpaid
with this
domestic
shit. They're like hurting society with their fucking like ridiculously reckless teachings like this.
Work than men, especially if they're mothers. Gender inequality in unpaid work underwrites many of the inequalities faced by women in the world of paid work. So does the gender pay gap matter?
No. Oh, God. Well, I think we really met right in the middle there.
I think we're really we're across the board here.
Yeah, we got it.
Does the gender pay gap matter? Well, no, because women don't matter. You don't matter to each other.
Yeah,
I've seen screen caps of supposed feminists telling other women, "I hope you get raped and can't get an abortion."
When people are underwater and drowning in Houston, and women it is men that are jumping in the water to save those women. You don't see other women going, "You're my sister. I'm jumping in." They don't do that.
It's really, dude. It's so funny because too, it's like. When you hear a feminist say, like, I hope you get raped and can't get an abortion,
God.
And you're like, literally, I could have like a alt-right, anti-Semite, hardcore. I could have fucking Cody, Kitten Man, sitting here in the studio right now. And if Royce said to like Ben Shapiro on the phone, I hope you get fucking anally raped in a prison cell. Like, guys have a certain thing. Like, even Kitten Man would have been like, Jesus Christ, dude. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, what the fuck? That's like dude, women's minds are fucking sick, dude. They really are. They act like they're the altruistic gender. They're not. They're pieces of shit, just like men.
What if we just drone strike Julian Assange? Am I right?
Oh, God. Only good idea that dumb cunt's ever had. I would have given anything for us to launch a missile in the middle of London just to see what would happen. Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay, let's play a little more here.
Young Australian women are now more highly educated than their male peers, and this should be rewarded in employment and wages. But expectations about women's responsibilities in the home and the types of jobs that are most suitable mean they do not participate in the workforce on equal terms with men. The gender pay gap also means women have less superannuation than men at retirement, leaving many...
All right, listen here, baby girl. Listen here, fucking...
Toots?
Listen here, Toots. Listen here, sugar. Maybe, just maybe, the reason why, people keep asking the question, oh, well, why aren't women worth as much as men? It's because maybe just as a worker, you're not. You're just not worth as much. I'm sorry, but I've worked with men and women over many years. I would tend to hire men if I could. Shit, if I could run a gay strip club, I would, because they're easier to deal with. They fall in line. They do their goddamn job. And they know if they don't do their goddamn job, they're not going to pay their rent, and they're not going to have some fucking white knight beta orbiter go, oh, you can stay in my spare bedroom, but really I hope you come in my bed with me and get cuddles. Fucking bunch of losers. Enough. It's gross. Stop whining and do something about it like fucking anybody, like a man would. That's the problem, though. Why is there a wage gap? Maybe because you're sitting around doing a fucking YouTube video about it instead of going out and getting a goddamn job that pays well. Go fucking drill for oil or work on a fucking merchant fisherman ship. I hate this woman.
Yeah, fucking pick yourself up by your Birkenstocks and fucking get to work.
Oh, my God. I hope the next job you get is in a fucking ISIS fire cage.
Oh, okay, a little more.
We know what causes the gender pay gap. Now it's time for action.
Well, I believe the gentleman that just got fired from Google has a different interpretation of what causes the gender pay gap, honey.
Oh, you mean the real one?
Yeah, the real thing that's happening? Not the fucking bullshit you're making up.
You want? No, this woman is actually right. Is we still got Sarah Huckabee back?
Oh, I mean, she's up there. You want to look at her?
She could get it.
You want to see a real woman?
I'm telling you, man.
There's a real woman.
Okay, well now
that's a real woman.
When you blow it up, it's not.
Okay, it's not. Let's bring it back. I'll bring it back.
It's not as nice when you make her that big. She's already,
keep it in 480p.
But yeah, I love how these. Oh man, a wage gap. Can something be done about it? Yeah, it could. Just stop hiring women. Let's do that. And I'll stop fucking complaining. Stop hiring women. They're terrible additions to your workforce. They really are. They're the worst human beings.